So this morning we are in Santa Cruz, yes, where Lost Boys was made. We're at the Felton Cemetery. Some of the graves are like late 1700s, so it's just a really interesting, kind of cool cemetery. Let's check this place out.
I've never pet moss before.
Wow, it's wild.
It's stunning. Oh, God.
Looks like something that would be around the stones in Outlander.
I could do this all day.
And you're not married?
Exactly. Covered. That's cute.
What is this little one? It's this little bench. Why?
It's a child, a 6-year-old.
Aww.
This is really pretty.
Into the face of a child, measure how long you smiled before the memory claimed something long would children remain. Oh, and look, there's the little angel.
Only 20.
Oh, think they were cat lovers.
Private, U.S. Marine Corps, World War I, 1897 to 1977. You want to be buried or do you want to be cremated?
I think I prefer to be cremated.
So this must be where they do some of the work for the markers and stuff. Looks like a lot of them laying here. This is kind of crazy. Father of 7. Looks like a mobster. Haley Walker wasn't very old. Looks like a baby. These are really packed together. All these people that gave their lives, some of them for the country.
So this is the kept up.
There's a Purple Heart recipient. Yeah, look at this.
That's timeless. That is timeless.
Have you seen that?
Look at this. Dude's hair was on point.
Yeah.
Right? Look at that pomp, man. Look at that pomp.
We could absolutely walk this path.
That's beautiful. Oh, I know a way we can get some more activity. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I thought maybe.
There's a young guy.
A little owl.
Yeah.
I don't know what this one is. Just looks like a little jade.
A police officer. Santa Cruz County. Here's a captain.
How fun is that? Come on.
Grandma. It's a grandma.
I do too.
Yeah, she's so cute.
Well, this completes our tour of the Felton Cemetery. Very solemn, but in some ways peaceful, you know? Graveyards aren't always so horrible. I don't want to be buried though. I agree. Whoa, let's get in the car. Now we are at the Bigfoot Museum. I don't know what to make of it yet, but the coffee shop we were just in was kind of a hippie kind of place. They looked at us like the opening scene in American Werewolf in London at the Slaughtered Lamb. Just looked at us like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look at people weird when they come in. are we thinking this is the size that he really was? I mean, because that's my hand.
We went out there and he had a little small meadow behind his house, and we could see where deer had been sleeping there. So we set up a hunting camp, the kind you throw at the ground and it pops up, camouflage on the outside. We're sitting in this hunting tent, and at 1:30 in the morning, we heard a series of screams, and they sounded like code, like Morse code. It was like dit, daw, dit, daw, dit. Each daw being a quiet space, and each dit being a scream of equal size and length. And then right after those three screams, there were two replies, and the replies sounded like Goofy going down a ski jump in the Matterhorn. Yeah, ooh, kind of like that. And then we heard, yip, yip, the barking of coyotes, a whole pack of coyotes.
Oh.
So then they all took off down the canyon. We could hear them. And they would come to a house, and the local dog there would start to bark at the coyotes and catch the scent or see the Bigfoot and suddenly zip it, get quiet. So the dogs around here have learned that if Bigfoot's going through your backyard in the middle of the night, you don't want to bark because you'll wake up the people, and that'll make Bigfoot angry. He doesn't mind your barking at him except that it wakes people up. That's what he's worried about. So the dogs have learned to be quiet when Bigfoot comes through there, so they won't get hurt by the Bigfoot.
Wow.
So one night we went up to the top of the hill here to the quarry, and on the way up the hill, we left at midnight. On the way up we saw, it seemed like 2 or 3 dozen deer, all feeding up in the front yards up here. Now I'd never seen that many deer in this area before or since. So it was really unusual to see that many down this low in the valley. Usually when you see a bunch of deer, it's up on the top of the ridge. So anyway, we went up to the quarry there, and we found a gravel pile right above the pond, and we nestled down into this gravel pile, and we were looking towards Diane, and nothing happened until about 4 in the morning, and at 4 in the morning I made a noise. That's my portable wood knock. Anyway, I made that noise, and several of those, and the birds started to reply to them. And the next thing I know, we heard the coyotes as the Bigfoot party got there. And then we were surrounded by coyotes on 3 sides, but they were just over the edge of this little hill because the quarry's up on a rise. So, like I said, we made a sound, then we heard the coyotes come, and then after a while, all the birds, and there were a number of them, a lot of mallard ducks and so forth on the pond, they all started going nuts all at once. And then we heard a faraway scream, and then a close-up scream, and then we heard the Bigfoot. And I can actually play you that recording. Would you like to hear that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is at 4 a.m. I did way too many of them, but I didn't know what I was doing way back then. Now you're going to hear the birds start to, yeah, there they go. Now in a minute, all the birds are going to go off at once. And then you listen for a faraway scream. Here come the coyotes. So now we're being surrounded on 3 sides by coyotes. So now the birds are all going to go off at once. Then you'll hear a faraway scream, then a close-up scream. Then you'll hear the Bigfoot. off after the deer and left us alone. And it was a damn good thing they did, because all we had was a couple of pocket knives, a can of bear spray. We wouldn't have lasted a minute.
That is crazy.
That's great.
Yeah, that is really great audio. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, thank you very much for
The
that.
video we took at this apple orchard.
Okay, so it's not a huge museum, but that guy was gold. He was gold. So there's more out this door. That's private quarters. Yeah, that's a Bigfoot. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button because it tells YouTube that you like this video, and make sure to subscribe. Take care of each other and keep rock alive.